So how are two-step equations going to be different? Okay, the big idea with two-step equations is that we have to work furthest out in to our variable. Okay, so we had this idea in Unit 1 when we were talking about order of operations of PEMDAS. Okay, that's the order in which we simplify an expression. To solve equations, we need to work backwards through PEMDAS. So the first thing we're going to get rid of is addition or subtraction, then multiplication, division, and then we get rid of exponents, and then if there are still things going on in parentheses, we undo what's going on in the parentheses. All right, so what does that mean though? Let's talk about number 1. We got 3x plus 7 equals 19. So we are trying to get at, and I'm going to zoom in here just so I get this. We're trying to get this x by itself. So what's happening to x? It's being multiplied by 3, and then it's being added to 7. Okay, and, so we need to work out in. We need to work what is happening the furthest away from that x. What's the last thing that's happening to x? Well, the last thing that's happening to x is that 7 being added to 3x. So we actually want to treat, we want to get this, everything with the x by itself first. So I need to get 3x by itself, which means I need to get rid of plus 7. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Okay, so we get 3x, that just drops down, equals 19 minus 7, which is 12. All right, now we want to get the x totally by itself. So what's happening to x? It's being multiplied by 3. To undo multiplication, we divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. I'm going to get x to equal 4. All right, now we check our answer. So I'm going to plug 4 in for x. I'm going to make sure the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to use order of operations the correct way. So there's no parentheses, there's no exponents, multiplication or division. I do have multiplication, 3 times 4. So this is 12 plus 7 equals 19. 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 equals 19. That's a true statement. Therefore, I know x equals 4 is my correct answer. Okay? What about in 2? I've got negative 4a plus 5 equals negative 19. So my first goal is to get everything with the a by itself. So I need to subtract 5 from both sides. Drop negative 4a. So negative 4a is now going to equal negative 19 minus 5, which is negative 24. All right, now to get the a totally by itself, I need to divide by negative 4. That's going to be a equals negative 24 divided by negative 4 is going to be positive 6. Checking our work. We got negative 4a, but instead of a, I plug in 6 plus 5. Does that equal negative 19? Let's simplify and find out. Negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. Negative 24 plus 5 is negative 19. Negative 19 equals negative 19. That's how we know we have the correct answer. All right. And then last up, we've got number 3. What's happening in number 3? Well, I've got x minus 7 on top divided by 4 equals 10. All right, so I have an entire numerator that's being divided by 4. When I see that, what I want to do is I want to treat this numerator like it's got parentheses around it. So I actually want to get x minus 7 by itself. All right, x minus 7 by itself, which means I need to get rid of the 4. To get rid of the 4, I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. Okay? At this step, it's very important. Do not distribute that 4. Because the whole reason that we're multiplying both sides by 4 is so that the 4s cancel out, leaving me just with x minus 7. Okay? Equals 10 times 4, which is 40. Okay? Do not distribute that because the whole purpose is so that it cancels out, so that the 4 goes away. It goes to the other side. All right? So next, the last step to get that x by itself, I need to add 7 to both sides. So I'll get x equals 47. Okay? Plug that back in to check our work. So we got 47 minus 7 all over 4. Does that equal 10? Okay, so I want to simplify that numerator first. 47 minus 7 is 40. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. 10 equals 10. That's how we know that is correct. Okay? So I want you now to look at these 4 you try now problems. Okay? So I'm going to scroll up just so, because I want to talk about this one real quick. Number 1 does not work the same way as this example number 3. Okay, so I want you to think about how those differ. Remember, we're trying to work from the furthest thing that's happening to my variable to the closest thing that's happening to my variable. All right, so try these out. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, when we come back together as a class, we will go over these. Have a good one.